Welcome to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local feel with global reach. You're watching Out of Bounds with myself, T Rex, and of course, we got Denise. We just call her Legs. Anyway,
Hey.
okay. Oh, hopefully Maria joined in, and I don't know if anybody else is coming on. We are the producers having technical difficulties getting that to us, so I'm sure she'll let us know. But tonight we're going to basically talk about what is it? Let me see. First dating impression. Now we're not asking about questions or would you ask them like uh they chewed me up before, but Denise, remember I said I always ask about your FICO score first. And everybody was like,
Yeah.
why you ask about their FICO
Yes.
score? Well, to me, that's important, but I guess that's not a thing to ask somebody. So I would say that I'll just ask you a question and then you can ask me a question and we'll see if we could get this thing rolling. When you not really actual date, but when you're dating somebody on the first date, do you believe that they should dress to impress or dress to be comfortable? That's a good one. What do you think they should do?
I think that- I think you should come. I think you should come dressed nice, but you don't have to come overly dressed. But I think you should come. I don't think you should come with a wrinkled T-shirt on and and boxer shorts or whatever. I think you should come dressed nice, but you don't have to be like you're going for an interview or nothing. You know.
Okay.
Uh, but I think you should be dressed nice.
Well, I
What
think
do
you
you
should
think?
be dressed comfortable. Comfortable. I mean, if you're comfortable, then that person can see who you really are. Not because most people, when you on your first date, they're trying to be something that they're not. They might
But
overdress or. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
but but your first impression is what's going to stick with you. Is your first impression
Yeah,
of someone.
I'm a
So
comfortable.
I
I'd
don't
rather
want
go.
I don't want my first impression to be somebody with a wrinkled T-shirt on and a boxer shorts.
wait, wait a minute. You mean shorts or like boxer short draws?
Well, just shorts. Like a pair. No, not. Just a pair, not boxer shorts, but a wrinkled T-shirt and a pair of shorts. Not
Oh,
nice
I
shorts.
just I
Let's put
know
it that
I know
way.
that's not what you meant. I know that's not what you meant. But I could relate. I could relist that one. You missed that one for the world. That was a good one. Okay, so we're live on Facebook now. I see it's on Facebook. So let me cut it down real quick because you start laughing. But yeah, I think for me, I would go maybe in a nice pair of jeans, maybe some
Yeah,
tennis shoes depending on the time of day. If
that's
it's different
fine.
time of day, maybe some shoes, a nice collared shirt. Don't have to be too fancy because you don't want to. I don't want to overdress like I'm trying to press somebody, even though I'm trying
Right.
to get to
But
know them
that's
first. But I don't want to impress them. So,
but that's a
but
nice dress. That's a comfortable dress, but just don't come tacky. Just like you
that
just
is
got up
true.
out of bed or whatever. You know.
That's true too. That is so true. Well, we got two people on. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, what's up? Noop Manuel's on. What's up, Noop Noop?
Hey,
I'm hoping
hey
Jennifer
guys.
and Manuel ask some questions so we can get this thing rolling, so we can know what people should do on their first date for their impression. But I just think that if you're comfortable when you come in for your first date, you're probably gonna be uh, more likely to be able to conversate instead of being stuck up or in some kind of bad way. I guess I should say in a bad way because I just think that's just me personally. I
And
don't
then
look. I don't think you got to come out.
and then it depends. And then it depends on where you're
Go
going
ahead.
on your first date. And then it depends on where you're going on your first date.
Well, I now then again,
What type of
we don't want to go
restaurant are
back
you
to
going
last.
to? You know,
Yeah, that's
do
that's a
what?
good thing. But I would try me personally. Then again, uh, I try to pick some place like a Fridays or El Torritos or something like that, where the atmosphere is still going on, so that it doesn't distract, but it doesn't make you like just the only two people in the restaurant, eyeball to eyeball,
Hmm.
trying to figure out if you're gonna like this person. Because what happens if you don't like them? What happens if they come in and they look totally different from their picture, or from if it was on a social media, or one of their a friend was hooking you up and they looked a little different? Wouldn't you say wouldn't you want to be comfortable, so in case it didn't work, you're not like stuck in some high end restaurant trying to
Yeah,
make
it's
it work?
fine
Because
to
you
be.
all go ahead.
Yeah, it's fine to be comfortable. Like I said, it's fine to be comfortable. Just don't come, like you got up out of bed. It's fine to be comfortable. Um, just don't come like you
That
just
is
got up
true.
out of bed.
Now I got a funny one for you because
But you
you're a
don't have to
woman,
come
so then
overly
you can
dressed
ask me a
either.
funny. When
Do
you
what?
when you come into the first date and the guy that you with is a little soft, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's gay or anything. I'm not bashing nobody. I'm just saying, as a woman, when you come into a relationship and you see a guy for the first time, a date, and he uh, seems to be a little soft. That doesn't mean he's gay, but he's a little soft. What do you take from that, or what did your girlfriends take from that when y'all have your conversations later?
I'm not going to be judgmental. Um, I'm not going to be judgmental. I'm going to treat the date just like it's a date. And then if it's some type of person that is like that, and I just won't go on a second date.
Well,
I just won't have a second date if I'm not
well,
interested.
well, Marie said, "Oh, okay, she's not talking to us." I kind of agree with you on that. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know if the woman came on. I hope the woman came on strong. So I think the question for the fellas would be if Emmanuel or Jennifer would like to answer the questions. For a man, I think if she came on a little strong, uh, like a dominant woman, not a gay woman, but a dominant woman, someone that can. Marie says first impressions are important. True, Marie. But I think when you
Yeah,
come
that's what
onto
I
that
just
date,
said earlier.
yes, yes,
Hmm.
she's probably confirming. But when you, she said, dress to impress.
Dress to
Thank
impress.
you, Marie. She owned it. But I just think if a woman comes in there, and I'm just getting your opinion, she's a dominant woman. That means she's like we was talking a couple of weeks alpha female, and I'm an alpha male. Then instead of challenging her, try to figure out what her strengths are and what her weaknesses are. That's what I would do. So I just was hoping that Emmanuel could come on in and give us one on that, Noop, if you can, and Marie or Jennifer can come on and give us a answer for the guys. I don't know what to do when you seriously, because it's a first date, and nowadays they got this term called ghost, where Manuel said, friend zone immediately. So Noop said, he said if she come there, she's a little dominant. That's good with Noop. You just be friend zone. Just keep it going. Be a friend. That makes a lot of sense. I like that one. Thank you, man. We hope somebody got that one, Noop, because that was definitely a good one. That was definitely a good one. Whoo, I tell you, that's good. That's good. Uh so when you sitting out there and you sitting at the bar, do you judge them what they drinking? You at a bar or you having a drink. If like, because I know some women like shots. They like you might order a drink of a tequila and have a shot of tequila. So let's say like a margarita or something and have a shot of tequila on the side. That's not bad. I don't think that's a bad. What's up, cuz? My cousin Kevin's watching. What's up, man? I don't think that's that bad. I really don't. I don't think that's bad. I think if she gets loaded, then that's
I
our
know.
sissy.
I know,
What y'all
Marie.
drink there? What y'all drink there, girl? Let me know. Tell me what y'all drink. That'd be a good answer. What if I was back home and I was dating one of y'all? What would y'all drink? Would y'all drink Jack? because I drink Jack.
It's tequila.
I
It's tequila. It's
tequila,
Patron. Patron.
Patron. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you get a shot of Patron or just a drink with Patron in it.
No
Which
shots.
one?
Shots.
See, boy. See, fellas, I told you them girls in Tennessee don't play. They don't play. Look at her.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead. I know what you meant, Marie. I know Marie said the same. Boy, two birds of a feather show flock together. Y'all two said the same thing. Shots. That's amazing. That is truly amazing. Uh, I don't mind on the first date though. I try not to, to do my normal, tequilas, lemons, and beer, stuff of that nature. I try to maybe not really wash it down, but generalize something that
Wh-
might not make a
Why
bad
not on
impression.
your
Because
first date?
I just think that if your first date,
Why you perpetrating on your first date?
I ain't perpetrating now. But what I said was I just
You
kind of
said
hold
you
it down.
you said you wouldn't do what you usually do.
Well, I'm not gonna go out and have a couple, two or three double shots of Patron, some lemon and a beer. That's my drink. I drink that right there. But with that being said, if you don't know the person, after a couple double shots, boy, that Patron, especially that silver, you start having to loosen up. The tongues be a little loose. You might say the wrong thing. Uh oh. Uh oh. You want to read what? Can you see Marie say it?
Yeah, I went on a date a couple of weeks ago, a meet and greet. We met for coffee and we both dressed.
Okay. Okay. And how did that go, Marie? Was it a good date or what? Oh shoot! I just saw we was on wrong one.
She said it was a good date.
Oh, okay. That's go. Did he drink you under the table? Did you drink him under the table?
Ah,
My question is, what now? Since Marie's here, I'm asking her that question. Marie, coffee. Oh, you
coffee,
probably lying.
coffee, coffee.
If it was breakfast time, you had some coffee. It wasn't no breakfast time. You'd have had no coffee.
Oh,
But
stop. Right.
oh, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. You would have had it. I just know. I'm gonna tell you the truth right there. You didn't have it if it was. She said, "All right, okay, Marie. We're not gonna call you a fear because I know you know how you. Marie's one of the motorcycle chicks. She might hurt you, break your knees, and you got Denise with them stiletto heels on. She might step on your toes or something. So my advice is, I'm gonna take my own advice and just say, hey, I'm gonna let it go. But what about if the guy's kind of soft or something? You know what I'm saying? When I mean soft, I'm not talking gay, Marie. Because I asked this one the whole her Denise the last time. If he's kind of, you know, I don't want to say feminine because that's not. So we'll just say soft. Maybe he's not an alpha male. Maybe he's a beta or Charlie male, and he's just. What would you do if he was one of those males? Would you still, Marie? Would you still want to talk to him, or would you not? Uh, would you let him go? That's the question. Then we get to the juicy stuff because we got to talk about our topic. Because I wants to know how long y'all think Puff Daddy gonna last in the joint before somebody baby oil him down.
Fuck Daddy, not too long. He gonna be doing a lot of laundry.
Here she go. Oh, she said she.
Maybe
Well,
because
here you go.
I can't do a weak man.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. So when Puffy's in the joint on Puffy's first date, what should he do? Just go ahead and lube himself up, or what? Woo! So, so
Oh my.
Jennifer said, I would tell him we're not a good fit. Okay, Jen, that makes sense. So she would tell the guy if he wasn't an alpha male, he wasn't a good fit. At least you're honest. At least you're honest. But I like what Noop said earlier. We've just same thing I said he said earlier. We'll just be friends. You know,
Marie said the
not that
others
she.
may need to watch out. Yeah, the prisoners may need to watch out.
That is true.
They may need to watch
He might
out.
say, listen, he might say, I know this is not probably appropriate, but I say it. It's a joke, and I'm gonna have to, calm it down. So we'll just use Puff Daddy and R. Kelly because they probably gonna both be in there together. So the joke goes like this: Puff Daddy and R. Kelly sitting in the room, and R. Kelly looks at Puff and he says, "Hey, let's play a game." Puff says, "Which one are you gonna play?" He says, "Let's play Who's Mama, Who's Daddy." And so who you want to be? And Puff says, "I want to be Daddy." And then R. Kelly tells him, "Come over there and you know what I want you to do to me." And it ain't that. But I saw some of the stuff, and I want to say this: some of the stuff they were doing at those parties. Some of the guys were talking about, celebrities that we assume that are macho men being bent over and really being drilled by other men. I don't understand why.
Yep.
I mean, I know. So I watched the thing on lions, and if there's three male lions, the dominant lion will hump on the other lions to ensure his dominance. So I understand that, but I guess in the joint, if you ain't getting it, you got to get it some way you can. But like I said last week, Denise, my stepdaddy told me, he said, they'll get you in the joint. I said, but I'm a man. He said, you just a warm body in there. I said, that's why I quit stealing. I don't do nothing wrong. I ain't going to the penitentiary.
Yeah.
Not that I don't think I can hold my own, but I don't think I'm gonna go to the penitentiary. So another dating
Them
question. We're gonna go back. Go ahead. Go ahead,
they need to
Denise.
look they better be afraid of P. Diddy.
why, why why do you think they should be afraid of P. Diddy?
He's the one that's got all he's the one that's doing all the men and everything. So they need to be afraid of him.
P. Diddy is bold. Now I don't know if y'all saw the what's up, Felicia? Felicia's watching, Denise, on my Facebook. Uh
Some reason she said some seem to think that if they in the junk that they are not gay. And then she says, all the stuff in his house. Yeah, all the stuff in his
yeah.
house.
Well, now, like I said, I have a friend. She lives in Vegas, and she said, "Baby, she lives in Vegas, and she worked at the she worked at the district attorney's office, and she said there was such thing as prison gay." And I was confused because I thought, if hello Felicia, if you were gay, you're gay. I mean, but I guess because you're in there, you
Just,
might not be gay,
they,
but you just be
yeah.
giving or receiving. Uh, but I'm just
Until you get out. That's what they're saying, I
yeah.
guess. They
Also,
don't
Marie said they
consider
don't consider.
themselves as gay.
I guess they consider themselves just surviving. Okay, okay. I don't want to find out. That's why I ain't going to jail.
Me
I ain't
either.
trying to find out. but, but I was just wondering, because the celebrities going there. I know Puff got enough money. I don't know if R. Kelly's paying somebody to protect him like Suge is, but I'm just saying, man, that's gotta be hard to go from a mansion to a 10 by 10 sale, and
They said
you ain't in there by
he's not eating the food. He's not eating the food because he thinks somebody's trying to poison him.
well. Now I talked about this. I don't know if I said this on last week's show, but it came to my attention probably after the show. Did I mention 23andMe last show, Denise? Do you remember?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'll talk
Commercial.
about it after commercial. After commercial, here we go.
welcome to the coffee break with your girl Goldie. And today we have Reginald Brahman Ballard. How you
I'm
doing?
just dandy. You know, y'all say y'all was gonna have some sandwiches, but I don't see them.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor. And look at here. I'm searching for the perfect sandwich. So I want y'all to register at www.theafricanamericannetwork.com to join my sandwich community. It's gonna be all that. And look at here. Want y'all to invite me to your city if you think you got the perfect sandwich. And I ain't talking about no served sandwiches either. Peace.
Boy, he's like that in person too. I tell you, he's like that in person. That's him. He is brother man from the fifth floor. But back to
Yeah.
23 and Me. Back to 23 and Me before I forget. You know I'm old, I forget. The rumor is that on the day that Puffy was arrested, 23 and Me had all its top CEOs of different operations, and we'll just call them top people, top what they call them, officers or whatever they call them. They all resigned. Apparently, a small little thing came over the news and a small article in the paper. Everybody that got 23 and Me sent their DNA and all that information they sent in to get their heritage to the back. All that stuff got hacked. All that stuff got hacked. So if you're watching this thing or you know somebody who has used 23 and Me, their information is out there. I don't know who has it. I don't know why they hacked the data, but that's what the news media didn't want to cover, so they covered Puff Daddy being arrested to keep that like on the down low. So what do y'all think about that, people? Would you rather know? I mean, I know Puffy is good news, uh, but it seems like it's always at a black man's, or I should say black man, of an ordinary person, because he's ordinary. Uh, that's just it. Somebody
Yeah,
said
but
T
Diddy's a
Diddy.
monster. He's a monster. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying what he. No, first of all, let's. I'm not saying all those parties that he was doing that he didn't know. They did that he was a nice guy. I agree with you. He's probably a monster. Dating sucks right now. First impressions is scary. Whoa, that is true too. They dating is scary, but we want to know if Puff Daddy's dating in the penitentiary is that scary because he is a monster. He's a monster. He's a straight up monster. But everybody has to understand after the first date or the first party at Puff Daddy's house or the first date with Puff Daddy, you know what you're going to get later. As a man and a woman, if you go to Puff Daddy's party on a date, you might not get the person you want to get or be in the position you want to be in. So I don't understand,
Marie
why
said,
they.
uh, go ahead.
So
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, women, go ahead and read that one.
Marie said, rather hear about the 23 and Me. The hacking is something everyone needs to know. And women expect men to pay for a lot nowadays.
Well, I mean, the 23 and Me, that I just put that out because I want people to know that if you did volunteer your stuff to those people, you need to contact them because you're not going to see it anymore on the news. It kind of went away. You have to Google it and find out. As far as women expect men to pay for a lot nowadays, I think they do, and I don't think it's just the woman's fault. And I'm fellas, don't get on me, and ladies, don't think I went soft to y'all, but I just think that the fella, on the first date, he feels he has to pay. And like Emmanuel said, if she come in and she is a alpha male and she a little bigger than me, then I think we should split it 50-50. But as far as what women paying for the meal, I think they should at least offer, pay for something. I'm not saying, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not saying that's not going to happen, but a woman should at least say, you want me to get the tip or you want me to get the drinks. And if he says no, then you offer it. But I think women should offer. Marie said it should be, 50-50. Damn, I should have dated Marie because she said 50-50. That's a cheap date, girl. That's a
Mm-mm.
cheap date. No, some of the women I've dated have even paid for the pay. I have a lot of women that pay for. Not that I have a lot of women. I'm just speaking in
No, you
general.
said it right.
Women,
You said it right.
women that I have dated in the past have paid for meals before. So that's great. I might pay today, they pay next week, whichever, and that's great. So that's just how
It's
it
been both
goes.
ways. It's been both ways for me.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
you just said, it's been both ways for me. I may pay, he may pay. Then we may split. So it's up. It's been always for me.
now, now since we got Felicia, Marie, and Jennifer on here, I'm asking the ladies a question now. For all four of y'all, including you, Denise, you go out on a date and you find out your date is a little bit extremely on the feminine side. How do you react, ladies? Oh, Jennifer wrote a long one. You read, whoa, Emmanuel wrote, okay, you read Marie's and I'll read the two over here when you get done. Marie just put something up.
Rick said, I have a friend that I worked with was like that. Expected the man to pay.
Okay, okay. Now, Jennifer said, if he offers to pay, then I'll offer to pay the tip. If he doesn't offer, then I ask if he wants me to split the bill. That's a good one. And then Emmanuel
Yeah.
said, I use the three the 3-2 rule. I expect to pay for three meals and they should pay for offer to pay for one. Now I like all those. I like all those. I like all those. Those are good common things. Young people, if you listen to the senior citizens, not that they old, they're just older than you. Remember that. Don't go out there because you're trying to see if a man's got you know, a decent little income that you're trying to see what he's going to willing to pay. And don't I always think that a woman should never ask if a man say where you want to go, you should offer to go to some place you would normally go with your own friends. Not saying you want to go to some if he's 5-star hotel or I mean restaurant to eat and the average meal like we was talking about a couple of times ago, the average meal is about $400, $300 wherever you live at depends on the amount, but it's at least over 200 depending on where you live. I think that's not what you should take that person for a first date. Like I said, first date should be a meet and greet at a chain restaurant with a bar, or I like out here with El Torito's because they have on Friday nights El Torito's clack. They have a little happy hour right after the happy hour. They shut the bar, they open to keep the bar going. But they shut the tables down, move them outside. And they have a little dance out here, a little disco for old folks. So if you ain't never been to El Torito's and you're a little mature, you might want to go hang out on Friday night out there. Good drinks, and they're not paying me for this. So I'm not saying it, but it's just it's good atmosphere. But I just, that's how I feel. Now, if the guy, like I said before, if a guy is a little, I don't want to say gay because that's so wrong. I would say feminine because they have feminine men, but he's on the fence. What would your reaction be to him if he walked in there, especially if he was dressed better than y'all? I mean, hair, lipstick, and all that, So
I would
because I tell
still,
you out here,
I would still,
okay,
I
go ahead.
would not be judging. I would not be judgmental. I would still have a nice, dinner with him. But if I don't think that, and we would talk, and if he was that way, then we wouldn't. I wouldn't go out probably with him again because
Okay.
strictly because that's not my type. So I wouldn't go, with him again because that's not my type. But I would sit there. I wouldn't run out. I wouldn't ghost him or nothing like that. I would sit there and conversate with him, but it would only be conversation, and we would never. I would never have another date with him.
So we got
Friend zone. That's what
Marie
we said.
Friend Zone
Same
is
next
also
friend zone. Right.
she matched Emmanuel when she said we just be friends. So that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. So the second thing I like to know when you ask a question, because the topic is what do you expect from a first what's your first impression? So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, do you check out the persons that you're meeting, the teeth, the
Yep.
nails, and all that stuff?
Yep.
Uh, and Jennifer says she agreed with you too, Denise. So I was just wondering. So you do look at that kind of stuff.
I
You do
do.
look at
I
that.
look at the teeth. The teeth. I look at the teeth, the nails, and the shoes.
Okay, I understand the other two. I think I know where you're going with the shoes, but I got to ask why the shoes.
Because if you can kind of tell a man if he takes care of himself by his shoes. I remember my father always had his shoes shined, what boots, shoes, or whatever. He always kept them shined or whatever. But if they got a nice pair of shoes or tennis shoes and they're not all scuffed up and muddy, you can kind of tell they take care of themselves. They.
Okay, okay, okay. Panel, the three on my Facebook, the four on my Facebook, include my cousin and Marie. Do y'all still agree with Denise on that one? That's probably a good answer. I didn't know. Well, I kind of knew you looked at their shoes. Marie says she do. My father too,
Hmm.
Denise. Okay, that's what Jennifer said. Well, so she agrees with you too, and you and Marie do too. So I didn't know that. I mean, my stepdad taught us because he raised us basically from my age, from 11 on up, and I got to give him kudos. Sam was a good man. He uh, he told us that's what women look at the shoes. And I just wanted to know. He said because if you go in there with some rundown shoes, that means you probably ain't got a good job or something like that. So he said always clean your shoes before you go somewhere. And
Right.
right, Marie's talking about she works from the bottom. She works stars at the bottom and works to we're not going to ask where your second stops at, Marie. We're not going to ask your second stop. I was getting nasty. I'm sorry. I can't say it on the show. But that makes sense, though. That makes sense. For men,
Come
I'll
on.
tell you, after the commercial, I'll tell you what men look for when they look at a woman at her dress attire. Go ahead, producer.
Saturday, December 14th, The King, live as one of the best holiday performances you will ever see. It's funny, entertaining, inspiring, and an all-around good time for the entire family. Writer, director, producer Danielle Gully captivates her audience with a phenomenal production, led by an all-star cast. Local favorite and headliner Grace Williamson, fan favorite Deancy Wyatt as Grinch, starring gospel legend Dorinda Clark Cole of the Clark Sisters, Q Parker from the hit R&B group 112 as Scrooge, and guest starring Carl Anthony Payne from The Martin Lawrence Show as Santa Claus. You don't want to miss The King. Saturday, December 14th, one day, two performances at the Summit Church in San Antonio, Texas. Get your tickets today at DanielleGully.com. Sponsored by B Properties, Now Word Covenant Church, Resurrection Baptist Church, New Creation Christian Fellowship, Sound Design, Love Soul Marketing, Anise Aesthetics, Med Spa. Get your tickets today at DanielleGully.com.
Damn, Gina. Just playing. Just playing. Just playing. That's part of the quirk. Go
Nuh-uh.
ahead. Well, now my dad did tell me one thing about women, and I hope I don't offend nobody, but I'm going to say it. He says when they walk in there and they got open toe shoes on, the first one make sure their toes don't overgrow their shoe, and their feet are manicured and the nails are done. Now, do women pay attention to that when they go out? Make sure when they wear an open toe shoe. I believe so. I believe women do. I've never in my life met a woman. If you look down at her feet on the first date, that they don't be manicured or polished or whatever you want to call them, pretty feet, and shoes
Hmm.
so like that night Denise was over to the when we had homecoming. Denise walked in the white. the white shorts, and she had some open toe shoes on.
No, stop,
Fellas,
Terry.
I'm
Stop.
telling the truth. You know, you was them toes was like, ooh.
You're right. I
For
think
us
I'll go
out
out
there
with
that
my
got
toes looking ragged.
look,
Mm-mm.
look, for us out there with them toe fantasies, yes. If I could have had my phone ready, I took a picture. But I have to admit
But
now, she took her wig off and I put it on my head, and they was trying to take a picture. I'm glad they couldn't get to their cameras that fast because you can't be drinking with the frat boys and them girls because they'll take a picture.
I wish we could have got a picture of that.
Well, I wanted to have some hair. I mean, Ike and Tina I wore his hair like that. I was a good. It wasn't no cheap wig either, fellas. I looked good for about three
Marie was
seconds.
there that night too, wasn't she?
Uh huh.
Marie was there
Yeah,
that
yeah.
night. Mhm.
Everybody. Marie was there. Everybody was there. He was there trying to see if I was gonna keep that wig on that long. Y'all crazy think I was gonna keep that wig. Let me take a picture. Oh no, 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 no. But yeah, that's it. That's crazy. That is crazy. But that's what you got to deal with
Yeah,
when
with
you
Jeannie and
dating.
Vonda and Marie. Mhm.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to deal with. And it was also, I think Val was there too. The Delta, Val the Delta. She was
And
there
Ingrid
too.
was there, wasn't she?
Yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh. And I took that wig off fast. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know. But
That was
I
funny
think
though.
dating. It is. It was funny. I think dating is crazy nowadays. I think it's crazy. Because I'm just gonna put it out there. I was talking about today. When you are a mature male, and I'm sure this goes for we're just going to mature person because I'm sure this is both ways. Why do people want to date you and say you're 50 and above and they're 20 to 35 or 40? Why are they trying to date you? I know why men try to date them. I'm looking for I'm going to answer from a woman. Why would you date somebody that young than you are? I'm over 20 years younger than you. Why would you do just not you personally, but anybody wants to answer, they can just tell me what they think people do that for. I think I'll give you my example first. I think that if a woman is 25 and she's interested in me, I have to really realize, look at myself. Even though I work out, I don't think I have a body for a 25-year-old. I just be honest with you. And also, I think they just trying to marry you or whatever they're gonna do, get your retirement check when you die in your house. That's what I believe. I could be wrong, but I can't see why a 25-year old woman wants with a 60 or plus year old man. I just don't understand that. But I see it a lot.
Sometimes they're
And I just
attracted to older men.
why?
I
So am
mean,
I
it's
wrong?
just
Tell
that
me if
they
I'm
just
wrong.
think that older men are more mature than the men of their age. You know, they may think they're more mature. Than some of them will just have to get what the older man has. You know, but it could be some
Mm,
that are truly attracted to you and want to get to know you and be with you. You know,
yeah, me personally, I would be afraid that it would end up being one of my kids, friend from high school or something like that. That would that'd be kind of hard to say that one of their classmates was a stepmom. That'd be kind of hard.
there's some just don't like to date their own age. You know, um, they think that they may be more mature, and because some 25 years are mature. They're mature for their age. They may have been brought up around a lot of mature people or grown ups or whatever, so they're a lot
Okay.
mature for their age. And some of them are different; they're not mature. So it's just based on the person, to me.
Now that's the same thing that God, y'all are y'all talking to each other because Marie just said some men are attracted to older women. I had one guy say that he loved the old that I had he had an old soul. Uh,
Yeah,
okay, okay. So maybe I was
we
wrong.
just been
I
we
mean,
just been friends for a long time because so we kind of. you know.
Yeah, y'all didn't y'all go to elementary school or something together, or something like that?
No, we did not. Mm-mm. We went to
Y'all wasn't in the
college together.
penitentiary. Y'all wasn't in penitentiary together at the same time.
No, she did. She does. She was a nurse at the penitentiary. Yeah.
Woo. Oh, so okay. So Noop Emmanuel said, too young for me, so he's with me. I can't do it. I can't do it. First of all, uh, I'm probably not cool enough to understand the language. I just start understanding recently. This goes for hopefully for you too, Emmanuel. What ghosting means. You know, you said it again, and somebody said, "Well, I thought you might have ghosted me on our first date." I was like, "What the hell is?" I know what a ghost is, but why am I ghosting you? So these terms and the dating
Oh,
game,
if you want to be with that woman, you'll learn them terms. Believe me.
nah, they got to
Yeah,
be
you will.
mature.
Let me put you one. Let me
What's
put one in front of you right quick.
nope, I can't do it. Yeah, man, Emmanuel said we can't do it. We can't. I just can't. I'm not going to do it. I learned. I had to learn it from
From her grandson,
Marisa.
right?
She learned from her grandson.
Yeah.
Uh, my oldest grandson is going on 13. I'm not going to ask him too many questions. He'll tell his mama. And then the girls are, I got three girls from the youngest is 30, 35, and the oldest is 46, and they will ride me on that. So I know I think a mature woman is the best way to go. Plus, you got things in common.
That
And
that
all the
that
people-
that is that's
Go
for
ahead.
you. That's not for everybody. That's for you.
Well, me and Manuel, we agreed, but
Well,
maybe just for
that's for
me and
you
my
and Manuel. You two, for the two of you. That's for two of you. You know,
well,
that's not
I think women can
that's not
do it.
every man.
I think
Do
women can
what?
do it. I think women are okay dating young. The reason why I say that is uh, not every man 60 and above still has that energy, if you know what I'm speaking, energy to make you
Mm,
happy. So you might want a younger
right.
man. I just say buy him some Viagra and stand by. But that might not what you want to be. You might want him to be natural. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What she say? Oh, women
Women
get
get
more
more
slack
slack
from
from it than men do.
y'all.
Yeah, we do.
Men with a younger
Yeah,
man. Oh, they call y'all cougars.
yeah.
That's what they call cougars. I still understand why they got to be a cougar. A cougar's not even a big cat. The biggest cat's a lioness or a tigress. A cougar. I've never seen a cougar. Well, I guess they attack small prey.
Yeah.
uh, so hold on one second. I'm gonna ask my cousin if you still listen. If you still watching, Kevin. Tell me, how's it down there in Georgia? I hope the weather's fine for everybody now. I really do. I hope everybody's safe in the family. We got a ton of people down there in Alpharetta and all that area down there, out up north or whatever from Atlanta. I hope everybody's safe. Uh, but do they date young women down there, man? Not you.
No,
Just if
they
you
do
get a chance.
everything in Georgia.
Oh, here we go. Somebody just said, Charlotte. Is this Charlotte from Waynesville High School or somebody else? You're absolutely right. Being a cougar can be very rewarding. Woo, woo, woo. Go girl.
That's right,
Mm,
Charlotte.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you one bit. You should always have fun. Always have fun. You. And she said, "You, Charlotte. I don't know if you can read, but you can't read what she said." But Marie said, "You too, Charlotte." Yeah. She said, I think she said, "You go." That's what she probably want to say. "You go, Charlotte. You go, girl."
You
Yeah, that's
go,
what she was
Charlotte.
saying.
Yeah.
"You go, girl." I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. But when I was 25, I didn't think about they know the women. You know, I just didn't think about it. Damn, I probably missed out. I'm going to talk to my grandson after this show. Just playing.
Mm.
Yes, she said yes. She loves a cougar. That's amazing. That's amazing. But I'm gonna tell you, and I agree with Emmanuel. I just can't. I can't deal with the. She said Denise, the older men can't keep up. Woo! I've been there as well.
I know that's right.
Okay, so now we know why mature women. I'm not gonna say older women. Mature women date younger men because apparently, some mature men don't take care of themselves so that they can keep up with the activities of the day, like going for a walk or maybe jogging or taking an early nap at 2 in the afternoon and get out the bed about 6. That 4 hour nap. When you're doing cardio in the bed. I'm just saying. I'm just saying you're doing cardio. Ooh, thank God for the commercials. I was about to say something wrong.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Whenever you're ready, producer, it's all yours. I'm gonna shut up before I get myself in trouble, which I do all the time. Okay, I didn't see that come across the big screen yet. It's coming across right now, so I can read it. Getting her certificate, but Steve, that's a good job. Being to get put somebody to sleep. Old folks don't need that. You just set me down for about 15 minutes and don't say nothing to me. I'll fall asleep. So okay, yeah, that's a good one, Denise. I think we should try Wednesday if we can, or sometime after Denise's Bible study. Their producer. We're thinking about changing our times, everybody, because of football. And I know we normally have a lot more people on, but I know they're watching football, and I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I understand. So we're thinking about changing our time and our date from hopefully a Tuesday or Wednesday, or after, or no, Tuesday after Denise is free from her Bible study, something like that. But we were just thinking about changing our date. So if you was wondering why I was answering that question, that's what it was, so that we can not have to compete with the NFL, and we can talk about that because you know, my Vance they have a sports talk show. And they talk about sports, so we're not going to talk about sports. We're still doing our same thing, but that cougar stuff really got me going. So what do you call an old man that dates young women? He's not. What is he? A dirty old
a dirty
grandpa?
old man.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's wrong. So y'all, sugar daddy. I like sugar daddy better than a dirty old man. Thank you, Marie. I'm waiting to see what Charlotte's gonna say. Wash up, washed up. That's just wrong. That ain't even fair. Why can't y'all get a cool name like Cougar and we get a messed up name like I'm washed up, dirty old man, or sugar daddy? Why can't Why can't I get a cool name like the man or something? Why I gotta get one of the weak names like that's just wrong. Maybe that's why the guys be hiding their little young girls in the closet so that they can not them young girls. We talking about mature, older young women over the age of 21 legally, so that we don't get talked about. We walked in, you walk into an establishment, or you walking out. I got one. I got one. Why is it always an obstacle when a black man's on a date with a woman other than a black woman? But the fellas, if I see a black woman with a man on a date other than a black man, I don't stare and I don't make comments to my friends. Why do women do that? That's what I really want to know, ladies. If y'all can tell me, both sides, if you're white, black, green, purple, whoever want to answer that question can answer that question. But it's happened to me numerous times throughout my life when I was out with a woman that was not a black woman, and people just looked at you like, "What you doing?"
black men talk about women that don't date black men.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
sure do.
So
So
what's that about?
I don't care if you're a black woman and you got somebody else.
But I'm just asking
I
the
don't.
question like you asked the question. I'm just asking the question.
I'm just saying. When I'm out with my boys, we don't go. Oh, look at her with so and so guy. We don't even. If we make a comment, it's about her and not about her and him. About especially if she's fine. But if she's a average woman, we probably don't even notice. We don't say anything. But I can tell you, women make why he got to have her, and they look at you like you crazy. Love has no color, or sex don't have no
Right.
color. At that.
Right.
Oh, so she says, see, I wrote the book "Senior Seeking Soulmates." That's what Charlotte said. You need to seek. Give me. We need a website so we can pick that book up so I can read it so I can see what a senior seeking soulmates is about. Oh, what Marie say?
It's all about what or whom you're attracted to, and that's true. It's about
Well,
yeah, it's about who you're attracted to, who you want
no,
to be with.
my frat brother Manuel said he don't even look twice. I don't. It's not my business who they're in love with. But I have noticed, and I have to be honest. When I walk in, I'm with a woman that's not a dark complexion. Could be Spanish, could be white, could be just a light skinned black woman. I get a lot of stares from women, especially black women. And I just wonder why. I mean, when you're in San Diego or this area around here because it's an Air Force base, that's normal. But I don't understand why. It's about what and whom you are attracted to. That is true. Maybe they checking you out. That's possible. Oh, here we go. Everybody, she just wrote it down. www.com, seniorseekingsoulmates.com. Well, no, I'm sorry. www.seniorseekingsoulmates.com. It's on Amazon. And that's an insult to a black woman. Why is that an insult, Charlotte? I don't understand. I mean, it happens to me all the time. I'm not. I like the idea. Marie said that they might be checking me out, or they're attracted to me. Or I like that idea. Other than how I feel when they doing it, because they make you feel like you're doing something that's against the norm. And as Marie know, we all grew up around military. Marie and Denise knows, and Charlotte too. If that's the one from Waynesville, we all grew up on a military base. We didn't care who you dated. We didn't. Wasn't a big
Right.
deal. But when you out in town somewhere here, the people get a little nervous. They look at you like, and all I can say, ladies, if you see an attractive man with a woman and she's not what you think better than what you think you are, I don't know how you grade that. I might say it wrong. You might ask yourself, what is she doing to get that man? That's the key. That's the key. What is she doing to get that man? She might be doing something that you're not willing to do, or doing something that you're not willing to do, or her, whatever. But just don't. That's part of dating too. I just think you as a person shouldn't judge somebody for dating outside. I can't say race because we are humans. I hate that when people talk about dating outside your race. If we was dating outside our race, they wouldn't be mixed babies because you can't make mixed babies. A lion, you can't do that. Here we go. Charlotte says historically in the USA, black women have had what knit been seen desirable. I think black women are beautiful. I got two ex-wives are still beautiful. I got my daughters are beautiful. My granddaughters are beautiful, and I got five of them. So I obviously I think Denise is beautiful and Marie, but I ain't wearing no wigs no more. But I checked them out. They got it going on. So I don't really think that's the men. I don't think men look at wet black women as not desirable. I think they're beautiful. I do.
Some men do. Some black men look at black women as not desirable. Some men will say they don't want to date a black woman. Period.
Well, eh, well, that's okay. Now that's a choice. That's a choice. Maybe he had a bad experience or something like that. That's a choice. But
And
that
I always
they
think
should.
about I always think about well, your mama's black.
Well, I date who I feel attracted to, not what color they are, and that's probably because we grew up the way we grew up. So Charlotte said there is an aspect of black men, aspect of black men being seen was successful when they date white women. Well,
Yeah. Look at all the athletes. Look at most of the athletes. What they got? What most of the athletes got?
well, now that I can't argue with y'all on that. I'm going. Marie said they're not black. I'm not
Right.
going to argue with you guys on that. I'm not going to argue with you guys.
That's why we
That's
sisters have to continue to lift each other up. That's what Marie said.
okay, and I just think that you guys are correct on that one, and I can't argue with that. Well, we had a good show. Producer just said we got 4 minutes. I want to thank Charlotte uh, for all your great aspects, and plus we got your website. I'm gonna write that down real quick while Denise say goodbye to everybody. I'm gonna write that down so I can get that book so we can.
Thanks for everybody for watching, Marie. I hope you get connected next week. Um, Everybody watching, I can't see my Facebook, but our friends and family that are watching. And remember to go out and if you haven't voted, you got 2 more weeks for registration to vote. So if you haven't registered, you got 2 weeks left. So do that so you'll be able to vote on in November. And have a blessed week. Thanks for watching. Marie said,
Yeah,
"Thanks everyone for watching us."
and Marie, thank you for giving us comments over the thing, and Charlotte, we gonna get that book. Thank you. Come back anytime. Maybe we'll have you come on one time if you want,
Yeah,
and I'll let the producer.
we
You can
miss you, Marie.
and she'll see if she wants to put you on out. So just come on the show and say you do, and we'll send you the information, and then you'll have her check you out. Uh, I like to thank everybody, my frat brothers, my cousin Jennifer, and that's all I had was the three, and Felicia for checking us out. Obviously, I want to thank Charlotte for checking it out. People, uh, I'm not producing her, giving her a thing out there, but I would show say Reese www.senior seeking soulmates and figure out why you not if you a senior why you ain't got a soulmate.
Are
Maybe
we
she
gonna
might be
change
a
the time?
well. I don't know if we're going to change the time, but we'll have one more show at this time. If we are going
Hmm.
to change, then we'll put the next time out. So yes, it'll always be on TAN TV. Thank you, seniors, seniors of all seniors. We seniors. I ain't got to argue about that. But everybody, thanks for tuning in to TAN TV, the African American Network. We have a local
She said
show.
this Tuesday is okay, but I won't.
This Tuesday's okay. It has to be a certain time after. We'll talk about Tuesday. We'll do one more Sunday, or we'll do Tuesday. But we'll have to make sure it's after Denise is home from Bible study. But we'll talk about that when we get after the show's over. So everybody, thank you. We'll put another flyer out if we're going to be on Tuesdays instead of Sundays, so y'all can check it out. And I'm definitely going to get that book, Charlotte. Keep you rolling out there. And everybody else, thanks for tuning in. We
Thank
don't want to
you.
compete with Sunday night
Go register
football.
to vote. You got 2 weeks.
Oh, make sure you vote, please vote. If you vote for someone, anyone, vote because you don't sit there and say, "Oh, my vote didn't matter," and then the person that you don't want wins, and stuff goes crazy. You say, "Oh well, you should have voted." That's all I can say. You have to vote. I ring them young guys at the gym all the time, making sure they vote because this election here is, especially for women, have a lot to do with women's reproduction. and how they treated as citizens. And I think, and I think not just the illegal aliens they trying to get rid of. I think it's, like I told the guys at gym real quick. Once illegals are gone, it's going to be maybe the Mexican people, then black people, and then everybody else. So vote. V's vote. Thank you for watching. And
Bye.
see you next
Peace.
either Tuesday or